All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to officially welcome you to another Mikey Live program, folks. This is where it all happens. We are talking about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. And of course, there are a lot of things that we have to tell you about tonight, boy. So many things, of course. We are happy to have you with us. We've got the good, the bad, and the Mikey. This is what we call news discussed, not told. So we're discussing the news with you. Let's talk about what's making the headline tonight. Huge gathering right now at Chantimelle. We'll explain to you why. Herd immunity explained. We'll talk about that as well. And the Ministry of Health met with media workers this morning. We'll explain to you why and what the outcome of that was. UE Center predicts an influx of Sargassum seaweed. No, we even forgot about that. You know, it seems like all the other things that challenged our way of life pre-COVID-19 is somehow non-existent. Do you realize that the Saharan dust was a nightmare last year and the previous year? You guys remember that? The Sargassum seaweed, that too was a horror. For the past 3 or so years, not just in Grenada but other Caribbean islands, since COVID-19 came, no sargassum. Although we have the situation with, and when I say no, I should say not as bad as previous years. And then again, with the Saharan dust, yes, we have some, but it seems like it's not affecting us as much. I don't even know what the hell is going on. And other things that used to, HIV and AIDS, all the other things that bothered us, it's like they don't exist no more. Anyway, we're going to talk about that. We have a lot of things to talk about on the program. We have our nightly giveaway taking place, and we told people to bring 5 this morning. To bring 5 persons today. Somebody will have to help me out with that now, right? So you're going to tell me who is the person that brought the most amount of viewers on the program tonight. Somebody, one of the members, please help me out with that, all right? I can't monitor it just yet. Okay, folks, so this is it right there. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a break and come back. Now we want to let you folks know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Real Value IGA Supermarket, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Coast Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Ministry of Health, all of you. We want to say thank you to you very much. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located in the Esplanade Mall. We want to say thank you as well, guys. Thanks so much for supporting this program. We're going to take a quick break and come back. And when we come back, it will be real news in Ole Lili Lolo. So Ole, brace all yourself. We are coming back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Feel good facts.
Avoid the most common causes of spreading the flu. Cover your coughs and sneezes with a tissue, dispose of it straight away, and either wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, family and friends, we again would like to say welcome to another Mikey Live program. And of course, the pleasure is ours. If you have not yet done so, again, it's important for you to please share the program, giving other people an opportunity to, view the program. Okay, so let's go. The first thing that we need to tell you about, in an effort to increase production and assist farmers who have experienced reduced levels of production, the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry recently hosted a training session on yam production. You understand? And of course, more than 50 participants, farmers and extension officers were engaged by resource persons from the ministry during this training session held on the farm, held on the farm holdings of Victor DeGale and Bernice Frederick. Of course, they say that it was a really good session, and of course, we have posted something on that on our page. Folks, right now happening in Chantimelle, boy, there's a large gathering, and of course, we were able to make contact with one of the organizers, Mr. Ryden Bihari, and of course, folks, we have an update on the situation as it relates to a man who was missing. We're going to talk about that, but let's not keep them waiting. We are going to go live over to Chantimelle, where there's a huge gathering there, and we say welcome, Mr. Bihari. Talk to us about the atmosphere in Chantimelle right now.
All right, good night to you, Mikey, and to all the viewers of Mikey Live. I must say that we are having a busy night, yet a very rewarding one. I mean, the entire community, they are out and they are showing the support for the return of Bucky. I must say that we are very thankful to the Almighty God for granting us yet another miracle where we can see his safe return. And for that, we have actually commenced from 7 p.m. tonight our prayer and candle night vigil under the theme Candle of Hope. And I'm telling you, it is indeed a rewarding celebration right here on the premises of Bucky.
All right, so we learned earlier today that he was found. Talk to us about where he was found, or what kind of state he was in, and why was he there in the first place?
Well, definitely, I must say, tomorrow will make approximately about 8 days since after the incident with Bucky. He would have actually his disappearance. Actually, nobody from the community, including his family, knew where he were. But thank God for the loving hands of precious individuals, along with the officers of the Royal Grenada Police Force. This evening, just around maybe about after 3 minutes to 4 this afternoon, they were able to communicate to us and inform us that they were able to locate him. As you're aware, he was held up for cash at his business place, and from thenceforth, it has been a downhill battle for him and his family. And I must say that the people of Chantimelle continue to showcase to the world that we know what unity is all about, because we stand together, we pray together, and we show that when one family in Chantimelle is hurting, we all stand together, because at the end of it, we are united as one family. As everybody is aware, we are very closely knitted as a community. We are very, very patriotic, community minded, and for that we continue to seek the support of the community and all of the surrounding areas.
How is he doing right now? I understand that he was taken to the hospital. How is he doing? All right, folks, we have lost connection with Mr. Bihari. Of course, this was a live connection, and maybe there are some internet problems or so, and we will try to see if we can reconnect with him. But if not, of course, we are going to follow, continue to follow this particular development. As you have heard, Mr. Bucky, who was missing since Friday last, was found today by a search party. I understand that he was found far from his home. He was found, in fact, in somewhere in St. Mark, and he was immediately taken to hospital. One report that we received from a source who was close to the development said that he was visibly shaken and seemed dehydrated. Of course, one would understand that if he was not able to properly nourish himself, then he will be dehydrated. And so we understand that he was taken to hospital and received treatment there, and we are going to try to see if we can get an update. In fact, police did confirm that still there is an investigation happening right now as it relates to other allegations relating to his disappearance, to monies that he handed over to persons who were to an individual who were caught on tape on Friday. And so there's just a lot of information coming in right now, and of course you don't understand why the police will not be saying much about it, because they're saying that it is an active investigation, and of course they do not want to compromise anything by saying too much. I think we are able to reconnect with Mr. Bihari. Mr. Bihari, are you there?
Hi, good evening, Mikey.
Okay, well, we are hearing you, but we are not able to see, but we will work with that. And so now we understand that there is a vigil happening. What really was the purpose of the vigil?
Mikey, I must say I need to just change the location.
Okay, we understand that. All right. So, Mr. Bihari, thank you very much for at least trying to get this connection back with us. Of course, I know that a lot of people who are familiar with this particular development would really want to know, because I think particularly because we have not had incidents like that in the past, and that there's just so many things being said about this particular case. I think that is why it has grabbed people's attention. Are you there?
Yes, Mikey, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, so we were talking about the vigil. What really was the purpose of the vigil?
Well, tonight actually we plan the vigil to intensify our actions in Chantimelle to ensure that we do all that we can to actually recover and to ensure, first of all, that Bucky returns in the best of health.
All right, and talk to us about some of the allegations that we've heard in the past few days relating to a particular villager who's been quote-unquote terrorizing neighbors. What is the development as it relates to that?
But what I can say to you, Mikey, for more than it has been years of actually engaging in this kind of behavior in Chantimelle. I must say, I have been deeply involved in it as part of the family here, because we are one family, and on most of all of the occasions that they have had entanglement, I have always received a phone call to see how I can assist. I've always reached out to the officers of the RGPF. They have also done their best. What I can also say is that they have always communicated back to us, indicating that they can only do what they are permitted to do based on the restrictions that govern the management of the RGPF, and the rest is left up to the magistrate. And so when a matter is called at that level, so they have, I must say, to be honest with you, responded to many of the calls that I have made to them. However, it has just been very frequently occurring, and we just believe as a community we are not known for this kind of occasions within our village, and we are making a special call for these occurrences to cease and to desist, because we are not known in Chantimelle for that type of behavior. This has never been the kind of population that we have had.
Okay, so now that you have had your vigil, and now that we have seen Bucky was found and so on, what happens now?
Well, definitely. Well, tonight we're going to go up until about 11 o'clock tonight, because we want to ensure, I mean, the turnout is amazing, Mikey, I must say. We started just about after 7. We indicated to persons that we will depart the Chantimelle Junction from about 7 o'clock. Since 5 o'clock, people started to gather at the junction, and showing that they are here to lend the support. Tonight we have people from St. David's with us, we have people from Grenville, we have people from all the way down to Concord and so forth with us, and showing that they are here to show their support for the Neckles farmers family, because of the fact of the matter in which the incident occurred, and the kind of person that Bucky is. If you know the kind of person that Bucky is, you will definitely instantly develop a relationship with him, because of his humble personality and his caring, and the deportment that he gives on a daily basis, is always caring for individuals.
All right, thanks again, Royd and Bihari, and I'll leave you to go back to your candlelight vigil. All the best to you and the team there.
Thank you so very much, Mikey. But tonight does not mean that we stop. Tonight is just another in a series of activities. We will be having additional activities over the weekend and as we move forward, because we want to ensure that this piece of rock, called Chantimelle, continue to remain in the hands of the community members and residents that are the ones that created the impact. We are not here to more or less accept these type of behaviors in Chantimelle, because we stand for principles.
All right, thank you very much again, Mr. Royden Bihari, folks. And Bihari is currently one of the organizers of the vigil happening out there in Chantimelle. And as you have heard, for those of you who might have missed it, Bucky was found today in the bushes, in the mountains, by a search party. He was immediately rushed to the general hospital for treatment. As one person put it, he was visibly shaken and seemingly dehydrated. We are going to continue following this development. Bucky was reported missing after a video circulated on social media where it was seen that money was being demanded from him, and the police say they are investigating this, and I believe they will be having a media conference or some sort of press release or so, giving us information about the new developments. Now we are moving on. Now the next thing that we have to tell all there about, boy, is that the Ministry of Health and officials there today met with the media. You see, it's all about giving access to these individuals so that the media can have the necessary information that they need. One of the persons who were present today was the Minister for Health, Honorable Nicholas Steele.
Sessions that we're having with various stakeholders, but what makes this morning's session unique and even more important to us as the Ministry of Health is that it being from media persons from the media, in other words the messengers, and you are independent media charged with your independent message, and it's to find out from you what information do you need from us to form your own opinion on the message that you will choose to send out there to the public at large. So we recognize the importance of our media houses here in getting the message out, not just for the ministry to provide for the ministry to make sure that we are accessible as best as possible to all media personalities so that they can fact check us and fact-check the misinformation and disinformation out there, not just to the minister or the CMO, but at any level within the administration of the Ministry of Health, based on what facts they want to check. So that's what the session here this morning was about, to hear from you and also to reinforce that we are accessible.
Thank you very much,
I think, yes, most
Minister.
definitely.
And one of the concerns was the fact that Grenada has vaccinated just over 9,000 persons so far, and if we are to continue on that particular trend, it will be another 8-9 months until Grenada would have achieved the herd immunity, or that Grenada would have achieved a satisfactory level of vaccination so that we can release some of the restrictions. And of course, the minister said yesterday that that's an unacceptable rate. In summarizing or in analyzing this whole thing, he says he believes that we are a victim of our own successes.
I think yes, most definitely the misinformation, disinformation that's out there has certain people having a level of anxiety to take the vaccine, and also quite possibly we are victims of our own success here, in that we've done a very good job at controlling COVID-19 and keeping COVID-19 out of Grenada as best as possible. When we look at our other neighboring countries that have had significant vaccine uptake, in other words, significant number of people have gone since the access to AstraZeneca, like Barbados, for instance, 61,000 people have been vaccinated. There is community spread of COVID-19 in Barbados at present. So I think that does add to individuals seeing and knowing of friends and family dying in the country itself, not abroad, in the country, does make a difference and does change people's urgency to take the vaccine. So it's two things. It's misinformation and disinformation, as well as people feeling relatively safe here in Grenada, which is why I keep saying, that level of safety that we feel is only dependent on the ministry being able to keep people out and people being 100% compliant with the various protocols, etc. And we have seen in the past that individuals have breached that, and therefore we need to recognize that that's a possibility again in the future.
Thank you very much, Minister Steele. Now, herd immunity is a phrase that many people have heard since the introduction of COVID-19 into our beautiful Tri-Island state. Here now to explain herd immunity is Dr. George Mitchell, who is the COVID Response Committee Chair.
All right, so let me try and break down herd immunity for you. Herd immunity means that you have a certain amount of the population that has immunity. In other words, their bodies can fight against a particular infection or disease. And so if you have enough of those persons that can fight against that particular disease, that is when you say a community or a country has herd immunity. That's basically what it means. And I don't want to go into the scientific way of how you're getting it, but you can get herd immunity by two means. One, you can get it natural by sort of like a lot of people getting the infection or disease and developing the antibodies, or you can get it via vaccination. So in this case, we're talking about being vaccinated to be able to achieve herd immunity, meaning that enough persons need to be vaccinated. And of course, the importance of herd immunity is another story. The importance of herd immunity means that if enough of us have the vaccine or are protected, then the disease cannot spread appropriately. Because if you have herd immunity, say you have enough antibodies, and your friend here has it, and the other friend has it, then if I get the disease, I can't pass it on to you. That is the important thing. I can't pass it on even though I have it, because enough of you are protected. That is where herd immunity comes, and that is the importance of herd immunity.
Thank you very much, Dr. George Mitchell. And so that is what the ministry is hoping to achieve through the process of vaccination, not through the process of everyone catching the COVID-19. There's been some suspicion that there are some leaders who preferred to go that particular route, where, you know what, just let it roam freely, so that, you know, who has to get it will get it, and then we'll achieve herd immunity through that means. But of course, that's a very risky one. You understand? So here, the ministry is trying to achieve herd immunity, through the vaccination process. How are we looking for time? So we could go, right? So some islands in the Eastern Caribbean were told to brace for a moderate to severe influx of the Sargassum seaweed in the coming months. And this is according to the March 2021 Sargassum Sub-Regional Outlook Bulletin published by the UWI Center for Resource Management and Environment Studies, Cave Hill, Barbados. Now, according to the report, the level of sargassum arriving has increased considerably, as there is 6% more that is now visible in the Atlantic than this time last year. Now, the report also said that considerable cloud cover could be hiding even more, but probably still below 2018 levels, the worst year to date. All right, now it's interesting, and telling you that the Sargassum seaweed has created a serious problem for many countries and communities. Now, I know that there are areas such as Subiz and so on that has to put up with the Sargassum seaweed ever so often. It was only recently I went up there and saw there were weed there. And I heard no one talking about it, probably because, you know, after a while you get so accustomed to it. But still, we cannot turn a blind eye to that. It's very disheartening when you have to look and see young children playing in Sargassum infested water. And it appears that it's now normal for them. We can't just turn a blind eye to that because it's not affecting us, you see? And so we have to keep talking about it. I saw a clip also coming from Kariakou on a particular beach up there. It was just about 3 or so weeks ago. And so these are things that we have to keep talking about so that we can keep the authorities, you know, alert on that, because it really hinders a lot of people, including the fisher folk. All right, so yeah. Now, the Minister for Education addressed the nation tonight and we have posted that on our page, and so we just wanted to draw attention to that. It was in response to the recent strike action by protest action by the teachers and members of the Public Workers Union, but more so the teachers. Yesterday it was like mass in March. All I say March madness. Well, it was March massness. You understand? Coming down the hill like it was Juve, like carnival. Because them teachers decided they ain't playing it. They ain't playing these rounds. They want their money. However, the Minister for Education is saying that, listen, over time we have shown how we regard teachers, how we respect the teachers, how we have tried to meet the teachers halfway. However, there comes a situation that is prohibiting them from doing as much as they would like to for the teachers, and they are still calling for the teachers to understand, although empathizing with them and so on, still says that, listen, you have to understand the parameters under which you can protest. In some cases, she's saying that the necessary clearance was not sought for persons to leave the classroom, and so I don't know where this is going, but you can listen to the speech yourself, to the presentation yourself, and analyze. All right, it's on our page. After the program, you can take a look at it. All right, I see that we are running out of time. Let me see what else I have. Tommy Lee, Sparta is sentenced to 3 years behind bars in prison. Sentenced to 3 years in prison after being charged with illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition. Hey! Some big entertainer and thing, they've been to Grenada and thing like that, but some of them young people, I'm young again, some of them young people would know this artist. According to police, the entertainer, whose given name is Leroy Russell, was arrested on December 14th of 2020 after a vehicle in which he was traveling was intercepted by members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force's Specialized Operations. The men in the vehicle, they were searched, and a 9mm Glock pistol with an extended magazine containing 18 rounds of ammunition was found in the dancehall artist's waistband. You understand? See, no go so. So, for that, sentenced to 3 years in prison. We will meet the Beijing, Cartel, and the others. Anyway, how are we looking for time? I know a lot of all ain't shared the business yet, and I'll go ahead and share the business so that other people will get to see that we are live. Again, folks, we're going to take a quick break and come back, and when we do, we've got for you the national report and as well the weather.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handle me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Safe, effective COVID-19 vaccines will offer protection against the virus, helping to prevent death and serious illness. But how do they actually work? Like other vaccines, such as the flu shot, COVID-19 vaccines will be given with a needle. This triggers an immune response in the body, which is the body's natural way of defending itself. The vaccine will strengthen your immune system by training it to recognise and fight against the virus that causes COVID-19. Vaccines may contain either killed or weakened versions of the virus that causes the disease, or a small part of the virus, such as a protein. There is no risk that you will get the disease from a vaccine. When your immune system recognises this virus or parts of it in the vaccine as being foreign, it responds by creating memory cells and antibodies that will protect you against future infection or disease. As a result, you'll be less likely to have severe COVID-19 symptoms after a vaccination.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Anywhere, at any time, and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Ministry of Health strengthening outreach to further education about government's vaccination program. Details to this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back. With the details to the news for Wednesday, March 24th, 2021, I am Sherry Noel. The role of the local media in dispelling misinformation and disinformation surrounding vaccination against the deadly COVID-19 virus was highlighted during an education forum at the Radisson Resort on Wednesday. The information session forms part of the Ministry of Health and the COVID-19 Committee's strategy to strengthen outreach. Since the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a global pandemic approximately 1 year ago, many people have fallen victim to infodemic because of conspiracy theories, using various propaganda formats and platforms. This type of information serves to distract and confuse citizens, especially in this period of the vaccination rollout. Wednesday's session, which was facilitated by Minister for Health Honorable Nicholas Steele, Dr. George Mitchell, and Dr. Mayana Charles. Panelists gave the media the opportunity to speak freely about the vaccination program and how information can be more readily available to disseminate to the general public in a timely and efficient manner. On conclusion of the session, Honorable Nicholas Steele spoke of the importance of the session and the takeaway for him as the Minister for Health.
What makes this morning's session unique and even more important to us as the Ministry of Health is that it being from media, persons from the media, in other words, the messengers. And you are independent media charged with your independent message. And it's to find out from you what information do you need from us to form your own opinion on the message that you will choose to send out there to the public at large. So we recognize the importance of our media houses here in getting the message out, not just for the ministry to provide information, but for the ministry to make sure that we are accessible as best as possible to all media personalities so that they can fact check us and fact check the misinformation and disinformation out there, not just to the minister or the CMO, but at any level within the administration of the Ministry of Health.
More than 9,000 Grenadians have received their first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine. Moving along, in an effort to combat the spread of the COVID-19 virus in Grenada, the government, through the Ministry of Health, is on a campaign to have a certain percentage of the population vaccinated by the middle of the year. This is necessary if the country is to achieve herd immunity, which helps to build resistance against infectious diseases. Dr. George Mitchell of the COVID-19 response team told the GIS on Wednesday that while people still have freedom of choice, it is important to look at the bigger picture, which is what vaccination will mean for opening up the economy.
Herd immunity means that you have a certain amount of the population that has immunity. In other words, their bodies can fight against a particular infection or disease. And so if you have enough of those persons that can fight against that particular disease, that is when you say a community or a country has herd immunity. That's basically what it means.
Dr. Mitchell says herd immunity can be achieved by two means.
You can get it natural by sort of like a lot of people getting the infection or disease and developing the antibodies, or you can get it via vaccination. So in this case, we're talking about being vaccinated to be able to achieve herd immunity, meaning that enough persons need to be vaccinated. And of course, the importance of herd immunity is another story. The importance of herd immunity means that if enough of us have the vaccine or are protected, then the disease cannot spread appropriately. Because if you have herd immunity, say you have enough antibodies and your friend here has it and the other friend has it, then if I get the disease, I can't pass it on to you. That is the important thing. I can't pass it on even though I have it because enough of you are protected. That is where herd immunity comes, and that is the importance of herd immunity.
Dr. Mitchell says there is a need for Grenadians to research the literature on the vaccine instead of observing the misinformation in circulation. In Grenada today, there has been no serious side effects experienced by those who have taken their first dose of the vaccine. Moving along, the U.S. Charge d'Affaires Carl Duckworth has commended Grenada on its management of the COVID-19 pandemic, referencing the recent designation of Level 1 issued by the CDC for the country. The U.S. top diplomat on island congratulated the Ministry of Health's team for a continued job well done. A Level 1 CDC designation means that low level of COVID-19.
Well, let me just say that my family and I have been in Grenada throughout the entire COVID crisis, and there's nowhere else we'd rather be. I will just say a large congratulations to Grenada, Ministry of Health, Royal Grenada Police Force, and NADMA, and many, many others. Basically, CDC rated them level 1 last week, and so Grenada joins a small handful of countries who have reached that rating. So once again, congratulations to Grenada.
The principal officer also used the time to commend the Grenadian people for this success.
Thanks to the Grenadian people for the resilience during COVID and the excellent response by the government, but also by the people who took the adequate protocols to ensure that COVID did not spread here in Grenada.
Commenting on the rollout of the vaccination program here and throughout the world, Duckworth said, while the decision to take the vaccine is an individual choice, one needs to also consider the greater good.
The United States has had a rough time of it. We've had more than 500,000 deaths. That's 500,000 deaths. So right now, President Biden and his administration are rolling out the vaccines. Many, many people in the United States have taken it, as well as the Grenada's government here has started rolling out the vaccine. I think at the end of the day, the decision to take the vaccine is an individual choice that you make with your family and your medical care provider. However, if Grenada wants to open up to tourism, to St. George's University students and the many, many others to show the world what Grenada has to offer, there has to be a high percentage of people who've taken the vaccine. So again, it's an individual choice, but it's one that will have implications, and everybody should think about the greater good.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Protect yourself and our community from COVID-19. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 70% alcohol. Use a tissue when blowing your nose, sneezing, or coughing. Immediately discard the tissue properly and wash or sanitize your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Let's do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. To stay up to date, visit the Government of Grenada's webpage or the Ministry of Health's Facebook page. For more information, contact the Ministry of Health's hotline by calling 53-VIRUS. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. Rehabilitative work is in progress at the Grenada Boys Secondary School, where repairs and general refurbishment is ongoing. We have a report by Annette Moore, the Public Relations Officer in the Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development, Religious Affairs and Information.
The project, which began on March 1st, is part of the World Bank-funded Regional Disaster Vulnerability Reduction Project, which will cost just under EC $417,000. The contractor for this project is Leon Aki of A&M Construction. He detailed the scope of works being undertaken, which includes replacement and installation of doors, windows, toilet fixtures, air conditioning units, and more.
The scope of work entails that painting, changing of light fixtures, and normally electrical works, roof, when repairing of leaks and things like that. Cupboards, toilets, and number of other little things we see necessary to do. We work in detail of that. We're supposed to paint in and out the whole building, the whole compound. So far we're doing work on 3 buildings at the moment. Well, so far one is painted in and out. It is finished painted in and out for the time we start. It's finished painted, so it's one. We are attacking, we are in 2 buildings right now. One on the, how we standing is on the left, and this one on the right. One of them, I would say about 75% finished, the one on the left, and this one here could be about the same thing. So by particularly the next 2 weeks, we should finish at least 3 buildings so far. We also start on the annex building.
Aki says the work schedule is tailored to allow for minimal disruptions in the school day. He also says there is good cooperation between him and the school.
Most of the work takes place in the night. Most of the work takes place in the night. We have a few workers in the day, which is about 7 or 8 workers in the day, who doing inside light painting inside. So most of the outside work takes place in the night. So they say after 2 to about 9 o'clock in the night.
Work is approximately 25% complete on the project. The expected completion date is June 30th, 2021. For the National Report, I'm Annette Moore.
Thank you, Annette. The Chinese Embassy in Grenada has made a donation of furniture and books to the St. David Catholic Secondary School. The donation was made shortly after a presentation to the Wester Hall Secondary School. Resident Chinese Ambassador His Excellency Wei Hongshang says he is delighted to hand over the items to an institution that has shown enthusiasm for education over the years.
Education and human resources training are two of the focal areas of cooperation between the two countries and have gained fruitful results. After China and Grenada restored the diplomatic ties in 2005, more than 1,900 Grenadians have attended seminars or short-term training courses under China Aid training programs, and more than 200 Grenadian students pursue their higher education in China under Chinese government scholarship programs and MOFCOM degree education programs. Chinese government continues to grant about 25 full scholarships to young Grenadian students this year. Dear students, I wish you study hard, firm up your ideas and conviction, develop strong bodies and minds to prepare for realizing your goals in the future.
Parliamentary Representative for St. David and Minister for Foreign Affairs, Honorable Oliver Joseph, says there are high expectations for the St. David Catholic Secondary School upon receipt of the donation.
Because of the role that this school is playing in the development of the country. You have produced the best athletes. You have produced the top athletes that go on to be ambassadors for Grenada. And you have produced some of the top intellectuals in Grenada. And you have consistently performed. You know, you have some school, one year they do very well, and the next year they're down, but you have consistently performed. And I'm sure with this nice desk and chair that will enhance the facility, it will also enhance your learning. And so we look forward to even better results, Principal, because of these furniture and the books that have been donated.
Principal of the St. David Catholic Secondary School, Gary Jones, welcomed the donation, which he says will benefit the institution.
As we look forward to a better facility at the St. David's Catholic Secondary School in the near future, we pray that more of these gestures will be forthcoming, and we will be happy to accept gestures like this in the future. We can assure you that this furniture will be well taken care of. We will put it to good use, okay? And I personally will ensure that we get the greatest benefits from it.
And with that story, we come to the end of the National Report for Wednesday, March 24th, 2021. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.
All right, thank you very much, Sherry Ann, and the rest of the GIS news team. And here we have for you the weather for tonight. Generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with a low chance of brief isolated showers. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be about 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm overnight. Seas are slight with waves up to 4 feet in open waters. And that is your weather report for tonight. And sorry, but I would also like to big up a few people who are currently tuned in on the program. I tell you, some of the changes Facebook made yesterday is just tying up people. Real tie up thing. Okay, Cassie and Ezra. By the way, who won tonight's giveaway? Who won tonight's giveaway? I asked that one of you, the loyal viewers, please keep track of the winner for me. Who won? Celine, Kimo, Angel, Java, Spice Girl, Mom, Lintona, Vicky, Osric, Ezran, Ansha, hello, Richard, Raven, okay. Best up. Angel, tonight, if nobody won, then Angel, I would like for you, since you were one of the most recent winners, to select a winner on the program for us tonight. Somebody you think deserves, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a 1 week plan or so on the person's phone for them. All right, Angel. So I will give you the opportunity to select who tonight's winner will be, since nobody won. Ebony, you lie. Hi, Ebony. How are you? And who else we have with us? We have Rolanda. We have Noreen. We have Yvonne. We have Lisa. Brenda. We have with us. You was the first Ebony. That was for yesterday. Celine, how are you? Michelle, too bad. Bermuda, hello to you as well. Suzette. Suzette, you're picking? Well, look, trouble. Ventris, Paul, Suzette, have you made a selection? Gavin, blessings to you. Yes, Angel, tell them. Teresa, Noreen. Okay, so Shamin. Okay, so Angel has selected Shamin. Okay, so Shamin, please send us your information so that we can send you your credit. Okay. All right. Good. Okay, so maybe 5 persons were too difficult for you. So tomorrow, the first person to tell me who they brought on the program. So one person, just tell me who it is that you brought on the program, and we will give you a 1 week plan, data plan, or data and call plan on your mobile phone. Compliments the Mikey Life Helping Hands Foundation team out there in Canada. Mom, you cannot win. Okay, so everybody have, wait, now, Charmaine, use the ambassador, you take over the program. Everybody's saying, Charmaine, that is cool. That is really cool, you know? So good. So thanks to everyone again for participating. I really do appreciate you guys. Congratulations to you, Charmaine. And it seems like they like you here. So good luck to you. Good. So that's it right there. We're going to come back tomorrow, God's willing, same time, same place. We're going to have another interesting program for you, all right? Take care of yourself and your family. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, ja! No. All the best. Take care, because I want to see you tomorrow in one piece. Goodbye.